Hello, Scrilla King. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight for this e-fashion book interview. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Where are you now? Where are you talking to us from? Which part of the world?
I'm actually in Los Angeles, California.
Wow. Oh my God, 12 hours time difference from Dubai. Wow. Thank you for getting up, making the effort and waking up so early.
No problem.
So for anyone who doesn't know, though I think everybody knows, you are a singer.
Yes.
What were your biggest influences in music starting out?
I would say probably Michael Jackson. I would have to go with Michael Jackson. He was a huge influence to me, just on the entire pop culture in general.
Amazing. Yeah, he was the king, the king of pop.
You know, he was.
yeah. And
I feel like you have to say Michael Jackson in the conversation.
Like top.
top guy.
Let me see. You are followed by so many people. Do you feel a pressure of always doing the right thing and I don't know, encourage people to follow their dreams? And
I honestly, it's crazy you asked me that. I do actually sometimes, because like with a large following, you have to always stay active or constantly post content or keep your fans entertained with some type of content of creator style stuff. So I do feel pressure, but I mean I think I love it at this point. So it's kind of like a marriage compilation of the two.
Love and hate, but more love than hate because you do it.
Exactly.
Tell me, is it challenging to always stay in shape, always be active and everything?
Yes, it is, honestly. I think that's probably one of the hardest parts about being an entertainer, modeling, acting, it's staying in shape, making sure that, over COVID, especially I was whoa, but I mean, just keeping a routine helps, and just staying on top of what you eat, who you hang out with, not too many drinks.
Just the right amount.
Just the right
amount. Tell me, you have a new video coming up. When is that?
I do.
When will that happen? When will we see it?
So I'm thinking at the beginning of April, we're going to release Tofu on MTV Jams and NT Australia, BET Jams of World TV, and a few more channels across the world. So I'm excited about that.
Amazing. Did you always know as a kid that you wanted to be a singer, or did or you had other plans and this just came out later in life?
It kind of happened. It's that's an interesting question. I think early on I recognized that music was my calling, because it just always seemed to just keep coming around. No matter what I did, music was always in my face. But I definitely realized at some point around maybe 19, I was this is what I want to do for sure.
What advice would you give to people who want to follow this career? Young people.
I would say, stay focused, stay hungry. Some days are going to be better than others. Make sure that you have a routine, stay motivated. And remember, everyone starts somewhere, So I would say, even if you feel like you might not be making a lot of progress, progress amongst yourself is really well,
Yeah.
And compete only against you.
Your future self is your competition.
Exactly.
But going back to childhood to younger days, if you had one advice that you would give to yourself, your younger version of yourself, what would that be?
Buy Bitcoin.
Good one. I think we all, that's for everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
That probably would have been the first thing I did.
Talking about Instagram, can you share
Yes.
some tips for keeping your account interesting all the time?
Honestly, I would, for me, I'm more active on Facebook, and I think that's because, the marriage of Facebook and Instagram. Facebook owns Instagram, so I've been lucky and haven't had the need to always post on Instagram. But I'll say basically what for Facebook, what I do is you have to post constantly posting. The more you post, the better. If you don't post at least 3 to 4 times a week, your engagement is going to be low.
Exactly.
And so I would say at least minimum, on my Facebook, I'm posting probably 15 times a day.
Wow.
Constant posting, constant activity, constantly being in front of fans, because then they know, okay, this person's gonna, obviously give us something today, and they can anticipate that. So I think that's very, very important.
That's a lot of work, honestly. But I think it's fun also. So you mix it when work is mixed with fun, it feels good. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me ask you, who was the biggest influence in your life?
I would say, man, either Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan. I said probably Michael Jordan.
Double M, Eminem.
Yeah, double M, definitely, definitely. MJ. Because watching Michael Jordan play basketball just always made me feel like, man, I could do this. It just gave me that hope. And that was something growing up. I was like, man, I want to be great. I just want to be awesome. Maybe Kobe Bryant too. We have to add Kobe Bryant.
Amazing.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that one's also wow. I want to ask you something about fashion. You have such an amazing style. How do you do it? It comes natural. You have help. It's how is it?
I would say I've always kind of been into clothes and crazy kind of stuff. Sometimes I dress calm, sometimes I dress loud. It just depends on the occasion. But I feel like from growing up in the Midwest and then coming to Cali, it's a mixture of both. I I was in the cold weather, so I like kind of big clothing, and then being in Cali, I like kind of sporty looks. So just mixing the two, and then watching. I look at a lot of magazines, so magazines like your guys' and stuff like that.
Which are your favorite fashion magazines?
E-Fashion.
E-Fashion. Wow. You will have to shop from our e-commerce website.
I will.
It will be out soon. You will find a lot of designers. For sure, it will be very interesting. If you're like me, anything like that. Okay. Can you tell me anything people don't know about you and you would like them to know through this interview?
Yeah, actually, most of this year and most of this year, I've been working on NFTs, not really music or modeling so much. I've actually been, creating a lot more businesses outside of the entertainment industry. And I've been spending a lot more time just kind of on the executive sides of many sides of the, business, and realizing that there's more to life.
There's always more to life. Can you tell me 3 things you couldn't live without?
3 things I couldn't live without. Okay. Let's see. My cell phone. Tapatio sauce.
Wow.
And water.
Water. I think water is universally cannot live without.
I think everyone's gonna look at me crazy if I don't add that one.
Thank you so much for joining this interview with eFashion Book with us. We hope to see you soon in Dubai. If
I would
you're
love
coming,
to come. I want to visit.
I think you'd love it. It's such an amazing city. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us and to let people know a bit more about yourself through our platform.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you. Much love. Have a beautiful day.
Much
Bye-bye.
love. You too.